It's spinning. And it is. We are live. All
Yay!
right. Hi, guys. So this is a surprise Friday going live. I The energies have been so crazy in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Like last week, you're supposed to go with me. Just and it is. We are live. Oh my goodness! Hold on. What's going on here?
What happened?
I don't know. I hear echo.
Oh, it was just my computer for a second. I'm just sharing the stream.
Okay, cool. Because you know what? With the spirit, with the energies, it has been so much fun. It's like ridiculous fun per se, almost,
Yes.
Energies are crazy. Hi, everybody. Hi. Kindly please invite your friends, share the feed. So, Melissa and I were going to have a chat. My name is Dorota. I am a clairvoyant medium and I do a lot of intuitive guidance. I do a lot of one-on-one sessions with clients where they are basically tuning into themselves and getting to know themselves better. So this is kind of nice too to do this a little bit differently. And I have Melissa. As you guys know, I come on live with Melissa. And all right, Melissa, introduce yourself.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Melissa Melody. I am an actress, first and foremost, and the host of the Namaste podcast, as you can see in my little description. I love that it allows us to write that. It's awesome. So, yeah, I am excited to do some readings tonight. I've been practicing for a bit now. Dorota and I have been doing these streams since like the beginning of, the quarantine. And it just, I don't know, it's just so much fun. So I'm really happy to be here.
So, how was your week? Let's do that.
Crazy. I actually have a crazy story to tell everyone that happened to me last night. You ready for it? Okay, so this has only happened to me like 3 times in total in my life so far. But I was literally woken awake by spirit last night. It was insane, Dorota. So where I am right now, this is where I sleep on this side of the bed. I was fast asleep, and I always sleep on my side. And I was woken up, like I shot out of bed to spirit, like something stroking my arm. And I looked over and I saw, like plain as day, a man. And I put my head back down, and because I think like in my head I was still asleep thinking that it was my boyfriend. I put my head back down and went, that's not my boyfriend. And I looked over, nothing was there. And I quickly grabbed my boyfriend's hand and then tried to fall back asleep. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, that was different, right?
Yeah.
That was different. So, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, well, I have these 2 new babies that I've put beside my bed, though. And so I'm wondering if maybe that's why, because a lot of people say that amethyst is really good for increasing your psychic abilities and just like grounding you and helping you be open more for your intuitive skills. And then I have, I think it's called fluorite, fluorite, I think it's called. And basically I was told that it's for clarity of the mind. So I wonder, because this is a whole new thing this week. It's been by my bed, and then this happened. So, yeah, pretty crazy.
That is awesome. So, amethyst is also great for sleeping. If you're having trouble sleeping, it's also great for sleeping. If you were to put it by your bed, it helps with the sleeping ways. I want to talk a little bit because energies are a little bit intense, and I know everybody's feeling it right now. And I had so many examples. Come on, last time we tried to go live together, the stuff that was going on was just too much.
It wouldn't even let me in the stream, guys.
Yeah, right. I've done, okay. I mean, like I went with a friend hiking, and we lost the glasses like the sunglasses in the stream because I kind of knocked them off. And I'm just like, oh crap, now I have to buy that person a new set of glasses. And I'm like, fuck. They're Oakleys. I don't want to pay lots of money. I'm a dollar store glasses. So I was like, okay, please, just give the glasses back. And as we're walking out of the stream, and I totally just said, forget it. And then, I found my glasses. They were sitting on the rock outside the water. I'm like,
Weird.
Right? So there's a lot of stuff. I don't know. How about you guys? Have you guys been experiencing? So that's, I find that it's just the energies are just more active. I feel spirits more active. I can keep going with examples. However, tomorrow is a full moon. Tomorrow is a full moon. And I know the energies are going kind of crazy. I don't do astrology much, but Mars is going in Aries, which also means that anybody like that has Aries in their chart and then has also Mars, it's going to be just going crazy because Mars is god of war. Aries likes to start the fights. I know you guys are Aries out there. I love you all. I had my Aries is in the moon, so I'm like, oh fuck, I might be just in a little bit of a trouble right here.
Oh, boy.
Aries is emotional. Mars likes to fight. So hey, right?
I dated an Aries once, and I can say that's true.
I was married to Aries long time ago.
Oh, you were? Oh, wow.
So I was thinking that, you know what, with everything that is going on, I tried to go live also to do, because I was supposed to do about protection, like a talk about protection on Monday, couldn't get online. So that's why when you said, let's go Wednesday, my phone wasn't even working properly. So I was talking to clients, they were upside down, sideways. It was just kind of like one of those things. So it was kind of interesting as well. Guys, so I don't know, have you been experiencing anything funky? Because like honestly, I was talking to this one lady, you know, with iPhone, when you switch it the other way, it just flips. That lady was standing on her head all the time. So I was like the right way, but she was, and it didn't matter how I turned the phone, I was just like, seriously. And then the other girl was like, I was just a lot of fun now. It just was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've found that the communication has been very wonky this week. Electronics have been all over the place. I mean, we're still in Mercury retrograde, so that like just makes sense to me. I always sort of expect that. And I've had really vivid dreams. A lot of people that I've talked to have been having really vivid dreams recently. Have you been experiencing that at all?
Okay, so when you're having a vivid dream, it's actually not a dream. You're actually astral traveling to that place.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, because dreams you will not remember. Astral travel you do, so you're fully aware of things that are going on around you and stuff like that, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so that's that's not that's more
So,
you're traveling in your dreams. You can work out troubles in your dreams. You can work out your fears, figure things out, because it's like when your spirit is still active, you're sleeping, and the spirit is more connected to God, to divine at that time. So that's how you can also get answers and direction.
So I astral traveled to a place that had a bed with bed bugs. Great.
Well, you know what? I will tell you something that me to myself as you're saying it. You're uncomfortable with something in your life, and you're freaking out, and you're afraid to rest.
Well, yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of things I can think of.
So we have Tina Young say that she saw a lady walk up her driveway, and and I seen her by the side of her face and hair. My friend seen her shadow. When we went outside, no one was there. Yeah, their spirit is way more active right now. Veil is much thinner. And again, guys, every single person is connected to divine, to God, to angels, to whomever the God of your believing is. Every single person is connected. So
yeah, that's true.
So that's why you might be feeling it more. All right. So guys, please kindly share the feed. Let's see if we can invite people. And let's do. Are you having a Caesar? Drinking water, warm water.
I'm not having an alcoholic one, okay? I know that you should be drinking alcoholic drinks when you give readings. I like virgin Caesars on the reg.
Okay. Okay. So Deb says in my dream, her dreams also have been very vivid. Yeah. Please, guys, pay attention to your dreams. And then Angie had grandma come into her dreams last night and give her a bundle of money. That is awesome, Angie. We're all going on holidays. But no, seriously, in your dreams, like I said, vivid and stuff that you remember, you were not sleeping. It's kind of called Astro Travel. Go check it out. Sometimes we go places that let's say if I'm logging, when I was missing home a lot, sorry, I was getting twisted there. I would literally dream of walking the streets and stuff. And it was just so relieving, so happy. This time around is extremely important to stay grounded as much as you guys can, because there's a lot going on. Like last night with the full moon come. Oh my God, I'm sorry. There's like 5 of them talking at once. I'm like, hold up. So with the full moon coming up, I actually sat outside staring at it on the grass yesterday, and then because I have a couple of trees here, sat in between the trees, hugged the tree, and just felt so much better, so much lighter. This is a time, guys, you don't need to even think about releasing. You just gotta allow the release. And spirit is everywhere. Your past loved ones are around you. Your ancestors are around you, especially on the high energy days. They're really, really close by. So let's do this, you guys. We need to know your first name, where you're from. Please do share the feed. Let us know you have shared it. And what we're going to do, we're going to start messages. And you know who's going to go first, right? Because she's younger, so she gets to go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's me.
First name and where you guys from?
All right, let's do it. I already have someone that I've kind of picked, but I'll just sort of wait.
No, you picked. Go. You can't be like, listen, I say it like this. You can't open the door and not walk through it. So
okay, she wrote anyway. I was going to pick Deb. So Deborah from Massachusetts.
Oh, Massachusetts.
I have many friends from Massachusetts. Okay. Including, I hope we can be friends now, Deb. Okay, so I picked 2 cards for you already. I was just sort of tuning into your energy, and they're beautiful cards. So I'm just going to kind of show you them first so you can get a glance. So we always say any thoughts, feelings, ideas, or sensations while we're telling you what we feel, it's relevant to what you need to know, right? So, okay, so I'm going to go with this one first. So when I look at this card, I'm instantly drawn to the fact that it does say change your life. And I'm wondering, I'm looking at a guy kind of looking at an enchanted city and lots of beautiful things. And it's almost like he's looking out. But when I'm drawn to his face, and his face looks a little bit sad, as if he's wanting something that is a little bit out of reach. Or maybe he feels it's out of reach, but really, like, it's just right there. Like, he just needs to somehow, like, get to the ground floor, and then he can walk out and be amongst the amazing, beautiful things. So I'm wondering if maybe a lot of what happens within your life, or a lot of how you're feeling, is just in your head. And I feel like maybe everything you want is within reach, and you need to maybe just kind of, see that it's right there and smile and try to be grateful for what you have. And then, and get off of, where is he sitting? I don't know. Just get up and walk down to the city, and everything's right there. So I feel like that's maybe what it's saying, to change your life. It's saying that you need to kind of just change your mindset a little bit. You need to start seeing that you already have many things that are truly beautiful in your life, and you need to kind of just open your eyes and see it. And maybe writing out what you're grateful for every single day. That's something I try to do, and that helps me, because I certainly get into that mindset as well. Might be really helpful for you. Because when I look at this card, it's this beautiful princess, and I'm in love with this dress. She reminds me of Belle. I don't know if you ever resonated with Princess Belle. And I just think that, like, I think you are just such a wonderful person. Looking at this card, I feel like this is you, and you're full of life. And I'm really drawn to the fact that it's yellow, like you're full of sunshine. I feel like you could be such a fun person. You need to just kind of lighten up a little bit. I feel like I'm drawn to the fact that they're at a party and she's hanging out with a friend. And, like, I know obviously we're all still trying to social distance and, do our best to kind of do our part. But I mean, at this point, I feel like you can maybe have like a social distance get together. I've done that with my friends, and maybe just celebrate in some way and just have some fun. I feel like you just kind of need a little bit more fun. And that's all I'm really getting. So I'm going to leave that with you and say, God bless.
Yellow's her favorite color.
Pardon? Yellow's her favorite color. Great. Great. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so you know how it goes. Say your first name, where you're from, and please do share the feed and let us know if you have shared it. So she says, Deb says, yes, you got it right.
Yay, that's awesome. Wonderful.
All right. So Miss Jennifer Hope, are you still here with us, sweetheart? So I got Jennifer Hope that I'm being drawn to. Again, guys, just your first name and where you're from. If you do have a certain question, just shoot it out, and then when we are drawn to you, we'll come to you. Because anybody that says hi in their first name when they're from, we take it as a permission to give you guys a message. So we know everybody in here wants to receive a message. So Miss Jennifer Hope. You know what? I went to actually Finland Falls last week and it was awesome. All right. So Miss Jennifer, okay, let's go. Let's go. So as I'm tuning into you is very interesting because I am getting a little bit of a discomfort right here, sweetheart. And like it's not in my throat, it's just like right here. And it's again, I'm not a doctor, I don't prescribe or diagnose. This one right here, it just shows like there's something that's been weighing really, really heavy on you recently, sweetheart. Like really heavy. And they're telling me is that you've been trying to have a new start, have a new beginning. Like there's something that you've been trying to change really desperately, and I feel like it's more in your personal life than it is in your professional life. And they're saying is just a little bit of patience because you have none. You literally have none. So this is kind of like it's weighing on you, and you're just pressuring yourself to change it. And they're saying it's just a little bit of patience, please. Okay, honey, just a little bit of patience. Because they also you don't really know which direction you want to go. As long as you go, that's all. And sometimes, you know what, jumping off the bridge if you don't know what's underneath it is not the best idea. So just kind of like just take it easy and just give yourself a little bit of time. There's a gentleman around you. He feels a lot like a great grandfather vibration, and he comes from your dad's side. He was a very strong man. I feel like he was a labor worker because he showed me his hands. He worked a lot with his hands. He has bigger hands. He has tired hands. And he says that you are all, when he showed me his hands, he says he couldn't be as crafty as you because his hands are too big. Okay, sweetheart? So he says that you're very, very crafty with your hands. You're just not using them enough. And he's saying it's very important for you to start using it more, okay, honey? Like just doing the craftiness because that's gonna bring you inside peace, okay? Okay, so when I've asked him to give me a card, look what I've got. This is the card. This is how you feel, okay? It's the dude sitting. It's kind of like think about what was that one that everybody watched? Oh my gosh, like I can see him. You know, everybody was going crazy, and I was one of them. The Matter of the Dragons.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. That's right. So he kind of looks like that guy, the Frozen guy. But basically, in here is taking a break. Stop pushing so much forward. Okay, so you can still walk forward, but you don't need to push it. And the big thing is stop freaking pushing it. Just allow yourself to go. Thanks, Shelby. It is Game of Thrones. See? Okay. I'm sorry. But this is just how they're kind of showing me because you have more power that you're just having a hard time tuning into it. Next 3 months are going to be a little bit challenging for you emotionally. So it's really good idea to start dropping the emotions you have or you're carrying right now. Dropping doesn't mean a lot of people. Just find an outlet, whether it be creative, whether it be meditation, whether it be dancing, whether it be going for a hike, something that is safe for you. Okay, sweetheart, I'll leave that with you and say God bless. All right, Chiquita.
Okay, so I would like to go to Shannon Wilson. I saw that you wrote earlier, and I see that you just wrote, so perfect. Okay, hi, Shannon. So I pulled a few cards for you. The first 2 cards literally represent the exact same thing. So that is a double whammy for me and makes me feel like, okay, thank you, Spirit, for that validation. It's they're basically about angelic help and asking for guidance. So, okay. So when I look at this card, I'm instantly drawn to her blowing out bubbles and that way. It's weird with the camera. And I feel like what it's showing me is you asking for help, you asking for guidance. And what I'm also drawn to is this little like light on her back. And to me, for some reason, I interpret that as support. Like you're looking for some kind of, like, I was in my head, I'm like, back support, but support. And I was also drawn to this butterfly right here. It's very faint, but I feel like it's kind of just showing me like you want to like fly away, like you're in need of some freedom, you're in need of some support. You've been asking for it, and I do feel like it is coming for you. I feel like here's this card right here, and it's all about cycles of growth. And I feel like you're changing and the world is changing. And I feel like you do kind of right now need to sort of relax and just sort of take a step back and, you know, maybe play some music or just try to have a little bit more fun and know that like everything's going to be taken care of. I do feel like when I'm looking at this card and it says trust, I feel like you do need to trust that you will know what's best for you. And it's interesting because I did also feel like I wanted to pull this card upside down. And usually when I'm drawn to pulling a card upside down, it means another meaning. And on the card, it says strategizing. So I'm wondering if there's like a goal that you have in mind that you've been asking for help for, and maybe you just need to strategize. Maybe you need to ground yourself a little bit and maybe kind of plan out the steps to achieving that goal. And then maybe you won't feel as overwhelmed. And but honestly, I do think that like it's a time for growth. And I think you just need to like honor that and kind of be easy on yourself and just have some fun, you know? I don't know if you play an instrument or if you dance or you sing, but like do it all. Go and like do something creative to get out of your head. And I just know that everything is going to be okay. That's what I feel like this reading is all about. So I just want to leave that with you and say God bless.
That is a good message. I like that message very much. I like that message very much.
And maybe it was for you as well.
Yeah, guys, if you can be so kind, then just please share it. That'd be great. That's greatly appreciated. Okay, I've been Kylie, first name and where you from. So I got Kylie from Perth, Western Australia. So Kylie, if you're just gonna see if you're still here. We know that you guys all want a message. Unless you have a specific question, you can put it out there. And if we're drawn to you, we're gonna try the best at tuning into that. Because as soon as you say your first name and where you're from, we know you are open to receiving a message. So that way we can keep it nice and flowy. So Kylie, I'm just gonna give a second to see if she's here because we're like 10 seconds behind you guys. We seriously are. Sometimes I feel like I'm on a slower train, you know? All right, there she is. All right, so Kylie, as I'm tuning into you, it's the first thing that I was getting a little dizziness, okay? When I've asked them why am I feeling dizzy, they were saying because you've been overthinking stuff so much lately that it has been making you dizzy, okay? And I feel like dizzy, not necessarily like literally physically, but just, you know how sometimes you just get dizzy, you just don't know. Same thing is like spinning, trying to figure it out and stuff. They're showing me that last about a year and a half has kicked you in the ass pretty good, okay? Like you got a really good kicking. But you're also very connected to divine, just like we said, everybody is. And you're not using that connection, honey. Your intuition has spiked like crazy, and yet you are second guessing yourself so much. So it's a little bit of a trouble. So like we're gonna give you a little bit of a kick in the butt right now, okay? Because they're really showing that it's very important for you to start taking care of yourself. I do see a baby around you, so I'm not sure if yourself or somebody around you is that is really close to you that is pregnant, because I see a baby around you. And it's just like with the baby, I'm also feeling like there's a new move forward as well for yourself, okay? They are showing me that there's some kind of renovations happening, or you moving in and renovating a place. They're really showing me a lot of new beginnings for you. And I feel like that's going to start in the fall time. Like right now, there's been a lot of loss that was around you, which is friendship loss, stuff like that. And it's like you're recovering from it all. And yeah, they're just giving me all that. So I'll leave that with you and say, God bless. I hope that was helpful. All right, Chiquita.
Okay. Can I request someone for you? You did that to me once.
Oh, you're gonna request someone for me. All right.
You did that to me once.
She's bossy, guys. She's getting bossy right now. Okay, go.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do mine first, and then I just have someone.
No, I take requests from you.
Just the one time, because one
time.
You're like,
go.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Shelby first. So it's Shelby first. All right. So Shelby from I missed.
What? You cheater! You said you're requesting.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
You could do Shelby. All right. Hey Lyle, what's up, man?
No, I have one for you, but I said I'll just do mine first, and then. I
know. I'm just being, bug rapper.
You are. Okay, Shelby. So Shelby Renkiewicz. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but hi, Shelby. How are you doing?
I'll do it for you. I'll do
it. So I picked a few cards for you, Shelby. The first card. So there's a general theme for this reading. So I really feel that what your angels or your guides, close, great, need you to know is that. Pardon?
Just go.
I'm being distracted. Too much. Okay. I feel what they need you to know is that you need to be a little bit more gentle with yourself. And we need to let go of the fear. And if that means turning off all social media and going for a walk, if that means like blocking out negative people in your life or people that just like tend to focus on more of a negative perspective on the world, if that means you need to create like an hour of me time, I just really feel, looking at this card, that you just need to be gentle on yourselves. Whether it's like or you could be around some animals. If you have an animal, oh my God, that is so cute. What is that? Is it a goat? I just feel like you just need to be surrounded by something that's going to ground you and help you be a little bit more gentle with yourself. Because I feel like what this message says is let go of fear now. I feel like you need to let it go. We need to be a little bit more brave, and we need to focus on what's positive in our life. And I love this. It says you're on the right path. And I love that what I'm drawn to in this is this little boy that's holding this man's hand. And I feel like you're supported. Maybe it doesn't always feel like you are, but you are supported. There's a lot of people around you that really love you, and you're on the right track. And what's interesting is the final card is called Eternal Love. So whether that be that you're on the road to finding a partner that will create a lot of bliss in your life, or whether it's just a card to remind you that it doesn't matter if you don't have that perfect person. You're surrounded by love, whether it's love from friends or family or from your animals. You need to focus on that, because it's through focusing on that do you attract more of that into your life. So I really feel that you need to be gentle with yourself. If you don't have everything that you're looking for right now, just let go of the fear. And this is what you need to focus on: eternal love. Seeing all the love that's around you, that's what's going to draw more of that into you. So I'm going to leave that with you and say God bless.
Okay, we do need you guys kindly commenting so that way we can see who's here. Lyle, you're here for a laugh. It's been a while. Aha.
Okay, request time. Here we go. Only because you did this to me once. Okay, this is...
I've done to you a lot of times.
You have, actually. You have.
Yeah. So, it's fun. It really is fun.
It is fun.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So I was just going to say, I'd like you to go to Shirley from Toronto, Shell Marie.
Shell Marie?
Yes.
Shell Marie?
Shell Marie. Shirley.
Shirley?
Shirley.
Shell Marie.
Yes.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay. Shirley. Okay. So as I'm tuning into Shirley, this is fun. As I'm tuning into Shirley, I feel a little bit of a pain in my lower back on my right hand side. I'm not sure if I am mirroring you or not. Again, not a doctor, don't prescribe or diagnose. They're giving me that. I feel like you're straining yourself. Okay, so I'm not sure also if you're working a physical job as well, because when they're giving me they're also telling me that you're overreaching sometimes. Okay, sweetheart, they're telling me that you have a tendency to look too far ahead and you're missing stuff that's close by you. So, for example, I can't see, let's say, corn on somebody else's plate, but there's a corn close to me and I will reach that far. And I'm sorry for saying it that way because they're saying is that you've, there's a lot of crying that was happening around you because I feel like there's a lot of tears. And I feel like they are tears of just, I'm just so tired. I'm just tired. So, just tired of everything, just needing a break because I'm getting those tears. But you didn't cry them; you like held them back the way they're showing me this. They're also showing me beautiful cups, so I feel like your cup is going to be filled again. Just allow things to come your way. You've been doing a lot of praying because there is angels around you, and they're showing me is that you've been doing a lot of praying. And with the praying, also, I see children around you as well. And they're showing me two boys around you, and it's like you're having a hard time asking for help and allowing people to help you, but yet in the same time you're praying for that. They want you to know that they're with you because last couple of days especially have been really tough emotionally for you. I'm not sure who was cremated in your family because there's a gentleman coming in. He's an older gentleman. He's about, I want to say, 5'8", 5'9". He's stocky built. He was wearing glasses. He has short gray hair. He's got a really nice dress shirt. But it's like the summer one with like it's a button shirt, but it has short sleeve on, and he's got like a black dress pants. But he has suspenders because he has a little bit of a belly. Like he's not big. He's just got a little bit of a belly. He has. He's showing that he can push his teeth out. So like what are they called? Like he had the fake teeth, so he would just push them out with his tongue. And he liked to joke around a lot. He joked around a lot. He's been coming around you. It's like you're needing that strength right now because as much as he can joke, he was very strong. He's saying a big backbone and he wants to help you with that. Okay, sweethearts, I'll leave that with you and say God bless.
Wow. Wow, bravo. That was really cool. That's cool to tune into. That was powerful.
Okay. Your turn.
How do I follow that? Okay.
You do you. You always do you.
Yes.
You never follow. Actually, I'm going to quickly just say that before we go, guys, because I had a very deep conversation with a client at one time. We've been conditioned to so many things in life that we're having a hard time seeing ourselves from different point of eyes. And sometimes we're becoming very defensive. That does not mean that we're fighting. That does not mean that we are getting loud and ready to fight. Sometimes it just simply means that when people say, why did you leave that to the side? We go, well, because I wanted to. Why do I have to explain myself? Like we get over defensive. It's just because we are trying to protect ourselves so much. Mm-hmm. Please kindly this week with all the energies that are going in every day, allow yourself just to be, okay? Just allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself just to be in the moment, and do you. And if you feel like it doesn't resonate with you, don't force it. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Shirley says, that's beautiful. Thank you. There's so much in there that feels very touching to me. Thank you. Hugs. Amazing.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to go to, can I have you guys just rewrite your name and where you're from? Our chat, I don't know if we told you this in the past, it does kind of fade away. So if you just keep writing it when we're ready to pull cards, then we're able to see your name again. So I'm going to go to the first one that I see, Anne Marie from Bowmanville. Let's pick some cards for you.
So
Hi.
first name, Lovelies, and where you from? Like that's gonna help us a lot, please, because sometimes there's two people, and if we tune into you and then we lost you, and we don't know where you're from.
Yes. Okay, interesting. A lot of cards have come upside down. Okay. All right, Anne Marie. Where is that? Yes, Anne Marie. Okay, great. So the first card that I pulled is here we have a guy sort of just writing in his journal. There's some candles going. He's reflecting. And I feel like when I look at this card, I feel like maybe you are someone that's a bit of a wordsmith. Like maybe you have liked writing in the past, and maybe this card is encouraging you to journal out your thoughts. I feel like you might be someone that's really in your head a lot, and that might be a really good thing to practice as well as just some time to yourself. Because when I look at this card, it's all about self-sabotage, and I do feel like there is maybe a theme in your life where you kind of you don't realize that a lot of the pain that's around you is really just self-sabotage, that you've caused it yourself, and that a lot of it comes from belief systems that you have. And I feel like that maybe through journaling you'll become a little bit more aware to it, and kind of how maybe sometimes your thoughts may be a little bit distorted, and how maybe things aren't as bad as they truly feel. Sometimes I feel like when I put it out on paper and I can see it on paper, it's completely different, and I can look back and go, oh wait, it's not as bad as it felt like in my brain. So I feel like that's kind of what Spirit is encouraging you to do. Next time you're feeling like this, hunched over and really feeling really down, go and do this. That's what I feel like it's saying. Go and write it all out, get it all out in paper. And then these two cards, they appeared upside down. So here we have sort of a phoenix rising, which usually would tell me that someone's birthing, becoming someone new. But because it became upside down, I feel like maybe it's just also saying that you feel like you're not rising, you feel like you're falling, which would go alongside with this one. But I don't think that that's necessarily true. I just think that that's a whole mindset thing. And then what's this card? Ooh, oh, okay, here we go. Here we have another girl rising. And I also got this one upside down. So I feel like that's Spirit confirming to me that yes, you have been feeling that way. But honestly, it's as easy as just changing your mindset. And the way that you do that is becoming a little bit more aware as to what belief systems might be blocking your way or might be causing any kind of turmoil for you. And I know that that is a bit of a hard process, but I feel like I'm being guided to tell you to look up cognitive behavioral therapy. It's called CBT. If you haven't heard of it, it's very interesting, and it kind of helps you discover what you might be thinking that might be distorted, and it might really help you see how you can change your beliefs and therefore change your life and start seeing the good in the world, and maybe have some less distorted thoughts. So that's kind of what I'm feeling, because I feel like once you do that, then you're going to be this rising, beautiful goddess right here, and you're gonna feel like you're on top of the world. That's how I feel. I feel like when you just take some steps to really journal out and give yourself some love, I feel like you're going to be stronger than ever. So I'm gonna leave that with you and say God bless.
What awesome. Awesome. All right. Kristen says, I seem very peaceful tonight. I've done a lot of releasing last night. I've done a lot of sitting in the moon. I've done a lot of, during the COVID, self reflect and finding a direction that worked just wonderful. So I'm going to go to Kristen, but I'm also going to ask you, Melissa, to kindly have a look, and then after Kirsten, I'm going to ask you to pick a person for me, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
I'll do 2 in a row. So is that cool with you?
That is fun. I love it.
So Kirsten, as I'm tuning into you, there has been a lot of emotional turmoil, and you are covering it so well, honey. I mean, there's a gentleman sitting across from you, and he feels a lot like a granddad from your mom's side, like your mom's dad. And he sits across from you, and he's saying, it's like he wants to grab both of your hands. You know how we sit in front of the children, we just kind of grab their hands, and we're like, we know we're here for you. And he literally wants to do that. He's showing me that emotionally you've been basically I can't see through a ringer, but there's a lot of stuff that's still going on inside you, and you have been keeping it very one face, like you are keeping so much to yourself, so much to yourself that even when you're smiling, your eyes don't lit up right now. And is it a pain, or it's just there's just so much that you are going through, and they're showing me is the end of that is near. Just allow yourself to get to it, because by stopping yourself, you're having a hard time. I do feel like August is going to be very significant for you, very significant month. They're showing me as more strength in your relationships are happening, close ones to you. However, the big thing for you is allowing yourself to be honest, at least with yourself, how you feel, because you've been carrying a lot, like a lot. And I know you're kind of looking for just a corner, just to have it, just for a minute. I know there's a lot of love around you. I just feel like I just need that one corner just for a minute, just so I can breathe, just so I can kind of like recenter or something like that. They're really showing me that. Um, I'm not sure if you guys doing the gardenings this year or what, but it would be good if you could even go and just pull the weeds out or something, that just kind of like have it just use space for, because they're showing me it's like you have to get ready for the fall time, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really awesome for you in the fall time, honey. And I feel like the motorcycle ride, it will make you feel like you can fly. So I'll leave that with you and say God bless. All right.
Okay, I have someone for you. Lita from the UK.
Who?
Lita from the UK.
All right, Lita. Damn, woman, you're so impatient. Holy, you're just like sitting on the needles. It's hard for you to sit in the spot and in the one spot. It's just like I feel you're very fidgety. I'm feeling like yeah, fidgety, a lot of fidgety, a million thoughts going through, million ideas. But a lot of times you're feeling very helpless in the same time as well. Okay, very helpless. However, I do feel like there is a huge push in a career way. I feel like there is a change of a job or a career, or new responsibilities come. Like there's a change in it happening, and that is something that's going to send you a lot of relief, as you've been really struggling with not being fidgety. Okay, they are showing me it's like the child's play. It's like you really need that little bit too. There's a relationship. I see you in the relationship, and they're telling me it needs a little bit of work right now. Okay, honey, it really needs a little bit of work. As it just simplifying it, like I see work, but really this is about simplifying it. So just simplify yourself as a little bit, honey. Very important. Okay, I'll leave that with you and say God bless. All right, your turn.
Awesome. I'm going to go to, what's her name? Sandra Sue Garrison from Fort Wayne. Hello, Sandra. Okay. So we got some cool cards for you, actually. I don't know if you can see. Can you see, Dorota? It's lit, right?
Oh, I like it. It's lit.
Beautiful, right? Okay. So here we have this beautiful being, angelic being with the wings, and it's holding a rainbow in the palm of his hand. And I feel like that's you. I feel like you are someone that's extremely creative, and you like, I don't know if you create things, if you draw, if you're very creative in that way. Maybe you like to DIY stuff. I feel like you are someone, though, that's very creative, and that is kind of your gift. You're quite open, and you bring a lot of joy to the world, and the rainbow is just so beautiful. And here we go, another one, creativity, literally, it says that right there. You just create so much beautifulness into the world. And I'm looking at this, and I'm very much drawn to the moon, and I feel like maybe, oh, it's interesting, the moon is Is the power coming from the moon's mouth, you think? Or coming from the people going into the moon's mouth? That's kind of a spooky photo now that I think of it that way. But I feel like you gain basically when I'm looking at this, I feel like you get a lot of energy from like you feel a lot of energy around you, and possibly you are affected by the full moon. Right, the full moon. Yes, that's what it is. Possibly you're someone that is affected by the moon patterns, and Dorota and I were just talking about how the full moon is tomorrow. So maybe I think that this is possibly a message for you to know that the full moon probably will affect you and you are sensitive, but you know what? It's also a great time to manifest, and it's a great time to be creative. So possibly that is what this is also meaning. And then we have this card right here. It's all about discipline. And I don't know, it's really interesting. I'm drawn to the fact that this person is wearing a mask, and I feel like I just want to take that mask off and show the world how spectacular I am. And I feel like that's what you need to do. You need to kind of show the world your gifts, show the world how spectacular you are. Don't wear that mask anymore. You have literally a rainbow in the palm of your hands. You are filled with so many great ideas, and you kind of just need to share them with people. That's what I really feel. I feel like this is your time to share it, and know that if you ever feel like emotionally blocked or whatnot, know that, there's all kinds of outsider energies that do block us sometimes. And I think you are someone that is highly affected by the moon. So just kind of be aware of that, be easy on yourself, and allow yourself to just have some fun and be creative. That's what I'm getting from this. So I'm going to leave that with you and say God bless.
Awesome. Okay, so I've got two people. I've got Xana from Florida and I got Melissa from Toronto. I'm like literally being screamed those two names at me. So yeah, Xana actually is very interesting because she's gonna come and do a live feed with me one time, and she's from Florida. Nice. So Xana, are you still around, Chiquita? I'm just in such a mellow. It's awesome, Yes. See, the thing is. Tiffany, when you're asking about full moon, you can get very moody because our energies are going up and down, and women are mostly made out of water, so it's great to be able to actually put your feet in the water around that full moon, or even sit outside just to ground yourself a little bit, because the moodiness, and then you can also pick up on other people's emotions, which can really mess up with you, okay? Mm-hmm. So all right. So do you see my Xana? I know I saw Melissa, so I'm going to go with Melissa. Oh, there she is. Okay, so Xana, you're first, and then Melissa, you're my second, okay? I know I called your first name, Melissa, but they were screaming Xana. All right, so Miss Xana, let's tune into you. All right, it's very interesting because as I'm tuning into you, they're playing Madonna, like a virgin. Ooh, that song, Sorry. And it's like really like they're playing that song, and it's mostly because you are very playful, and you are very playful. You've been finally allowing yourself to be that and be playful, to be just yourself, and just kind of like do that. And when they're saying that song, I literally see you having like a lot of pink on you. I see you having like. Remember those gloves, those mesh gloves that they had? You probably weren't, you're too young, but like in the 80s, they had those mesh gloves and like, tons of chains and stuff and lots of bracelets, silver ones. They're literally, this is when I'm tuning into you. This is how they're really showing me you. That's how they're showing me you. And it's very interesting because it's almost like that playfulness. And I want to say get more colors, but they're telling me she already's got more color. It's actually starts showing your personality. And they're very proud because you are finally coming to your own. So they want to say to you, you're absolutely amazing, and just keep showing yourself. Stop, don't go backwards, don't hide, because I do feel like there's a huge change that literally is going to first change. There's 3 waves coming of changes for you. First one's going to be in 2 weeks, second one's going to be in 2 months, and then the next one's going to be in 4 months. So wow, okay, so in the next 4 months you've got change, have like the significant ones, and they're going to be like boom, boom. There's not going to be like little ones. Oh, okay, it's just going to be like very significant, very huge. and they're showing me you're just like basically exploding. I would so you know what? Let's do 80s party, guys. We're gonna do 80s parties. Me and Zen are gonna come dressed up in 80s outfit. But yeah, that's kind of like that's how they're showing this to me. So I'll leave that with you and say God bless. Now I'm gonna go to Melissa. Melissa from Scarborough. All right, sweetheart. So they're telling me is that you haven't been practicing. They're telling me that you've done a lot of growth with learning the way of the earth and connecting with that. You've been doing so much amazing stuff. However, you've been neglecting one part of yourself, and that's the part that you connect with spirit. It's just like you set that aside, and they're saying is no, no, you got to bring this up now because it all goes together. Okay, Melissa, it all goes together. It's very, very, very important that you start connecting with it because they're showing me is that there is not. They're showing me. Okay, I had to count their fingers. Okay, they weren't showing me the middle finger. They were showing me like they're showing like this and like that. Okay, what are you showing? So in 6 months, it's like you're taking a new route for your life, and it is very important that you do that. Okay, so it's very important that you reconnect with that spirit stuff because you connected with Mother Earth, you connected with all the other elements of working with Earth and becoming more aware of it, and that in just bring it all together. Okay, sweetheart. So I'll leave that with you and say God bless. All right, Chiquita.
Okay, I'm going to go to Sarah Margaret. I pulled a few cards for you. Hi, Sarah. So, okay, I feel very excited for you. So the couple of cards that I've pulled, I feel, Sarah, oh, I just saw this new message. Melissa, are you drinking a Caesar? Yes, I am. Yes. It is a virgin. There's no alcohol.
It's a virgin one.
I think, Dorota, was it you that said in class that we shouldn't drink alcohol when we're giving readings? That was you, right? Yeah.
Right. Of course that was me.
Yeah. Well, I've taken a few classes, but like, so now sometimes the teachings are mumbled in my head. But yeah, I was certain that it was you because I remember thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, I've done that maybe once. So at the time when you said it. So, okay, never again. But yes, I'm drinking a virgin Caesar. They're delish. Okay, back to...
I drink water. I know you can't tell. But you know what? A friend of mine, actually, Sandy, had this Yeti. Okay, I'm not advertising, but oh my gosh, like it's the best funk I ever owned. It's like,
yeah?
It goes with me everywhere. Uh-huh.
That's nice. Does it have a pattern on it, or is it just blue? Can't see.
It's like turquoise.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Very pretty. I can see why you
would because when you're doing readings, you cannot have alcohol because when we tune into spirit, we can channel, we can go really, really high up, and you don't want to allow funky things coming in, right? So because when you're drinking and you're tuning in, then you're attracting lower energies, lower entities, and you just don't want that because it's a lot of shit time to get rid of it afterwards. It's just like, yeah. And you want to be doing it as well, right?
Yeah, I feel like you'll be confused too. Like I feel like the messages they might try to confuse you.
It's harder. So for example, like when I do, because I do parties too, when I go do group readings, like, and I'm setting like this, except like I sit in front of the people, not now because of the COVID. But my biggest thing is nobody can drink or take anything during that time because it's like trying to go through mud or fog to get the right message, and it's exhausting because we're working with energy. That's why I have also candles lit, so that we were not getting drained.
Makes sense. Yeah.
See, guys, I'm gonna have a course coming up, and I actually have one next Sunday, which is tuning into energies. So if you want to learn more about that stuff and how to do it, it's only $35 for 2.5 hours. We get to talk on Zoom. Okay.
There you go. You're doing it this Sunday?
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Okay, cool. Just wanted to clarify. Okay, cool. All right, Sarah Margaret, who asked me about the Caesar. I had already picked you, so that's funny that you asked me a question. Okay, so interestingly enough, I feel, like I said, I feel very excited about your life right now. I feel like you're on a journey, okay? And two of the cards that I pulled are people on a horse. And when I look at the horse, I just look like in my head, I just think you're on a journey and you're going somewhere far and you're excited. And here we have this girl and she has like the biggest smile on her face and she's getting ready to, you know, go in this new direction. She's excited. And then when I look at this card, this is kind of a cool card. We have a lady just sort of like sitting on her throne and owning her essence and owning her power. And I feel like where you're going, this new journey and this new direction that you're going, whether it's in your career or just like, you know, maybe you're actually just going to be moving to a new place, like you are really going to start owning your power and really honing in on your essence, and you're going to love it. You're going to be the queen of the castle, and as you should be. And so, yeah, and here we have this card. And when I'm looking at this card, I'm just kind of like also just here we have, I feel like she's also just on a journey. I feel like it's you still, and she's glowing and she's happy. And I just, yeah, I don't really get anything from this card besides the fact that it's beautiful. I am drawn to the butterfly, which is always my, whenever I see a butterfly, I always interpret that as freedom and someone experiencing more freedom. And when they have butterflies around them, it could be spirit, but also could represent there's a lot of luck around them. So perhaps this is a very lucky time for you right now. And here, once again, another guy who's on a journey and he has a lamp holding up. And so, I mean, as all journeys, sometimes it's going to get dark and it's going to be hard to see the light. But, you know, just keep going, keep trekking. And I really, truly feel like you will get there, and you've planted the seeds for your career and for your life, and things are going to start looking up. I feel like the message here is that you have a lot of luck around you right now, and that it's an exciting time, and that things are going in the direction of your goals, and you need to trust that, keep working towards what you're working towards, and everything is going to start unfolding. So I'm going to leave that with you and say, God bless.
Beautiful. So I want to just answer in Tiffany, she says, when she smokes, she messages come through so strong. Yes, they will. When you are doing, because the more you don't care about giving a message, the stronger it comes. I'm sorry to say. So, for example, one time I was I actually had a few drinks, so I shut down because you know what I'm going to be drinking. So I shut down. And this guy was just bugging. And he's like, there's no way that, you know, you can do this. And I just turned around and then I literally told him what he did the day before and how, whatever. Because I just want him to leave me the fuck alone because he wouldn't. And literally his jaw dropped. He went all white and kind of left right after that. So it was quite interesting.
Wow.
Because when you really are not trying, that's when the smoothest way to come through. However, if you are using anything, if you're using smoke, like if you're smoking or doing anything to get it that way, please make sure you ground and protect. Because again, you don't want to attract those energies that are just kind of walking around and just going, oh, here, I can come here, you know? So you want to be protected all the time. That's why I'm going to attempt going protection live again on Monday at 8 p.m. I'm not even announcing it because I felt like a fool. They wouldn't let me go on us. I was really shocked. Me and Melissa were shocked that we got this working today. We were like, wow, we can actually go.
Well, yeah, because Spirit blocked me out last week. So I was like, all right, well, let's see what happens.
Like I had to restart the whole program and just kicked it all out. It was very interesting. Yeah. All right. So
you want to maybe just do like one more each?
Yeah. I was about to say that. Look at that. I'm going to go to Belinda from New Hampshire. Okay, honey, I'm going to come to you. Do you wear red lipstick? Because they're showing me a red lipstick on you. And it's when they're putting that red lipstick on you, they're telling me is you can be very outspoken at times, okay? That you can be very, very outspoken at times. They are showing me a lot of sunflowers and they're showing me picket fence. And when I'm asking them what's going on, this is here for you, mostly, sweetheart, Belinda. It's for you to kind of like look up sometimes because you've been rushing through your life. You've been kind of like having that red lipstick that needing to be heard. But it's kind of like, you know how to say, slow down, smell the roses. If you want to say, look up, look at the sky, look at the shines, because you have been missing out quite a bit. Okay, sweetheart. You have been missing out quite a bit recently, and they don't want you to miss out anymore. Okay, honey. I am also feeling like there is a kind of like a growth in the relationship, and there's a couple of new relationships coming as well. Um, yeah, because I'm being shown new relationships and a relationship growing. Relationships are also friendships, partnerships, and all that fun jazz that all fall under that. Yeah, but they're really showing that. Um, I don't know, that red lipstick, they're showing me that. And red is also passion. Red is also fire, but fire, in a good way, just that passion, that drive. And I see it in you. It's time to tune into it. Okay, sweetheart? I'll leave that with you and say God bless. Okay, Miss Melissa?
Okay, I have like just two really quick people that I want to choose. Just I feel very drawn just quick messages actually. So the first one that I'm going to pick is Mickey. So I feel very drawn to tell you that maybe there's some temptation surrounding you right now. There's temptation for me with chocolate chip cookies all the time. Which is probably not the same temptation that you're having. But with most temptation, there's also sort of a, sacrifice if we give into it. Maybe we're sacrificing our sanity. Maybe we're sacrificing trust within a relationship. Maybe we're sacrificing love for ourselves. It could be whatever it could be, whatever it is for you. But I feel like if you're being tempted by something in your life right now, I feel like this is what you need to do. Here we have this girl quietly sitting in like solitude, kind of just like reviewing, she has her book open and maybe she's written some journal entries. And I kind of feel like if you take some time for yourself to just sort of sit and be calm, you could write out what your thoughts are and how you're feeling, or you could just say in your brain. You don't necessarily have to write it out like I feel like she has, if that's not something that resonates with you. But I feel like what you need to do is tune into your intuition. I feel like that's very strongly right now. You're going to know what's right to do. And don't let yourself give into temptation. Make sure that whatever decision that you're making, you 100% back yourself so that you're not regretting it later. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you and say God bless. And then I just have one quick message.
Yeah, hold on. Before you go there, Belinda says her mom wore red lipstick and she was outspoken.
Oh, great.
Wow. Okay, so maybe that's what your lipstick, the red lipstick was just like so prominent. Yeah, because again, the relationship's all getting closer. They're just repeating that, and you are in a relationship. Yeah, absolutely. There's guys. I'm gonna have more workshops actually coming back up online. I believe tomorrow morning I'm gonna be posting a few new workshops. So I try to keep them under 35 Canadian, 35 and under. So just keep an eye on that. And they're going to be all Zoom or teleconference. So that way they're both free platforms.
Cool. Awesome. And then I just have one card for Margaret House from Scarborough. So I feel drawn to read this message to you. So it's called The Moon. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. So it's interesting that I pulled this card because, as we said a couple times in the stream, that the full moon is tomorrow. And when a full moon comes around, it's the perfect time for manifesting, writing out your goals, and try to, attract them into your life. And so the opportunity to improve your plans. So if there's something that you would like to accomplish sometime soon, something that you wish that you had, I feel like write out a plan and try to maybe write out an affirmation and focus on that tomorrow. And then, of course, try to take steps towards it. And I feel like that's really all this is saying, is know that you can harness the moon's energy to help you. And a lot of people do that when they're manifesting. But truly just write out some plans and take steps towards whatever goal that you're trying to reach. So I'm going to leave that with you and say God bless.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Again, tomorrow is a full moon. I'm scared to even say, because they've been ruling my life this week like crazy. So I want to just, please, I'm going to try tape something and post it regarding full moon, and just a couple of things that you might be able to do. Bay leaf is absolutely amazing to have it around at that time. But in the meantime, guys, please kindly be kind to each other, respect each other. You know, even simple smile can help another person feel better. Please spread kindness. There's enough anger and hate in the world. Let's try to treat each other with respect because we all deserve it. We all are from one light. We're all on one, despite however you want to look at us. Okay, guys? So I want to say I love you all. I'm grateful for you to spend that time with us. Thank you so, so much.
Wonderful.
You got anything?
Yes, love you so, so much as well. I think you said it perfectly. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay, guys. Bye.
Bye.